I've done loads of Nintendo Switch 2 videos over the last 4 weeks or so, and the one thing I found is you all love your device. Well, most of you. I've got do's and don'ts for your Nintendo Switch 2. So let's go. When you pick this thing up, hold it properly. Fingers at the top, fingers at the bottom. Don't grab it from the LCD panel. That will cause issues later on, especially if you were to press down on the LCD panel, you could potentially damage it. Also, don't pick it up from the Joy-Cons because they're not very strong. If you're trying to hold the whole weight of the Nintendo Switch with the Joy-Cons, they'll probably snap off. Number 2, when you are docking this thing, ensure that you've got space underneath the dock, as there are vents where air needs to come in. Now, I've made the mistake a few times putting this thing on the carpet. Bad habit from my Switch 1 days. Put something under it or put it on a table, that way you'll get maximum airflow. Particularly if your room's quite warm, people have noted that the Nintendo Switch 2 will heat up after a bit of gameplay time docked. So ensure you got those vents clear at the bottom. Ensure that you hold the cartridge from the plastic bit and not the metal pins at the bottom. Now, it's not going to stop working if you were to do this, but it will just become a bit messy. If those pins become dirty, the game cartridge might not be read by your Nintendo Switch, then you have to clean it. But the best practice is to hold it from the top, that way you've got a proper grip on it and you're not going to drop it anywhere accidentally. If your room temperature has hit 30 degrees Celsius, I would think twice about playing the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I know they say for these devices they're 35 degrees at the most. I tend to take that a bit lower because I want my devices to last a long time. So if your room is around 30 degrees Celsius, find something else to do. Not to mention in that heat, your hands are going to be sweating and all that sweat's going to go into your Joy-Con buttons, and yeah, that's not pretty. If you found this video a tiny bit useful, please like it and consider subscribing. It'll make my channel grow. Ensure you have the handheld boost on. This will transform all your Switch 1 games. In fact, this should be the first thing you are doing. Touchscreen is disabled, so there are certain games that are a bit more fun with the touchscreen enabled. This feature will be gone for them. But to be honest, I haven't missed it. I've loved the boost mode. A lot of the games go full 1080p, 60 frames per second, and they look absolutely amazing on the Switch 2 screen. Last but not least, look everywhere for your games, whether it's physical, game keycard, whether it's digital. I was trying to look for a copy of 2 Point Museum. At the moment, it's £16 on the digital store. Game keycard version, cheapest I could find it was £27. Otherwise, it's normally about £30 in stores. If physical matters to you, which for a Nintendo Switch 2 probably would, then by all means get the game keycard. Lots of advantages to them. I haven't got many of them. I try to stick to full physical games, but nothing wrong with having all 3 types for Nintendo Switch 2. Just enjoy your device. Stop stressing about how the games run. If it's fun, it's doing its job. If you want power, performance, you might have to go for another handheld, maybe a Windows handheld. Anyway, those are my do's and don'ts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, ensure to like the video if you found it useful and consider subscribing, and until next time.